and Aaron Show have the Goon Squad, and we got a lot of text messages. People texting in, letting us know they're wise guys. I love that. Consider me a wise guy. I love it. Enjoyed the show the other day with the quarter season awards. Thank you. Another one says, I'm going to be a wise guy myself. All right, awesome. I love this stuff. It's great. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Everybody's welcome to be a wise guy. Shout out to the wise gals or wise women. I haven't really decided what we'll call them yet, but I don't know which one sounds better. Wise women kind of flows. Wise gal, whatever. But I just appreciate everybody that listens to the show. You can also stream us on iHeartRadio. If you ever leave town and you're like, I need my Tampa Bay sports. Like, I'm going to London and Amsterdam next week. I'll be able to listen on the iHeartRadio app. I probably won't, but I could. I'm completely shut. I'm not taking my computer. I told the guys, don't even call me. If the building's on fire, save yourself. Don't call me. I don't want to know until I get back. I was thinking about it last night. Am I going to keep up with... It's going to be hard to watch the sports, because the Rays will start at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, do I even check the scores on my apps? Or do I just leave Saturday, whatever the Rays record is, it is what it is, and then I come back and I catch up on the whole week,
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I was like thinking about really I don't think I could do it. The curiosity, I would have to know. We talked a lot about forgive me for this, but we talked a lot about the NBA being unwatchable in segment number 1. A lot of text messages came in on that topic. I think this one's my favorite. The NBA resembles volleyball more than anything. That's from Cliff in Bradenton. Should be old school, no blood, no foul. That's from Sean. I like it. It just sucks because everything is a foul, 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 foul all game long. And this one says, I watch basketball when I need to punish myself. I can't say. That's kind of what I did yesterday. It's so hard to watch. So we are talking about somebody said, no, I'm not even going to read that one. So we were talking about the NBA, the NFL schedule. Tonight is the schedule release. I believe it's at 7:30 tonight. And we now know that 35% of the schedule has already been leaked. While we were in a commercial break, we got another game that just came out. What was that leaked out?
The latest leak has been that on Monday Night Football, Week 5, Buffalo will travel to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Monday Night Football. That'll be a good game. So far, what we know about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers schedule, at Cincinnati Week 1. Week 4, they're going to host the Packers. Week 5, they're going to go to Dallas. It's a tough 2-game stretch there. We know in Week 8, they're going to play the Falcons at home. And then they're going to travel to Chicago. That's going to be a Sunday night game in Week 9. That's going to be a chilly one. At least they have... I like going to Cincinnati Week 1. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way and not have to go there in December. So I'm cool with that.
Cincinnati always starts slow, too. So
they do. I didn't even think about that. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati is like the slowest starting. Cincinnati ruined my Survivor League a couple years ago.
Against the Patriots?
Yes.
Gerard Mayo, game 1.
2 years in a row, I lost on Week 1. The year before that, or it was either the year before or 2 years before, it was the Jags. They won one game all year. It was Week 1 against the Colts. And I took the Colts in Survivor, and I don't like doing Survivors. I seem to just not be good at those. But you're right, Cincinnati always starts slow, so I like that for the Buccaneers. And then they got Carolina in Week 12. So far, we have 3. It's funny because we put down on the sheet, how many primetime games do you think the Buccaneers will get? And I wrote in parentheses, 2 so far. And then literally as we're signing on the air, it went to 3. And it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. They already had a Monday Night Football game on the schedule. They have a Sunday night game on the schedule. And my thought was they're going to get a Thursday night, which they are going to have a Thursday night game as well. So that's the Dallas game, right?
Yes, the Thursday night game is Dallas. I mean, I put out on Twitter, the over-under 3.5 primetime games. What do you guys think? But
I think that's probably, I would imagine that's going to be it, and I'm okay with that. I think primetime games are overrated. I love the 4 o'clock window. I don't like the 8 o'clock window. If I lived out west, it'd be different. But I don't. I live here in the Eastern time zone. We get screwed over everything. So if we look at the schedule, I guess they could end up with one more primetime game, and my guess is it would be one of the division opponents, either Atlanta or Carolina, on a Thursday night. The last thing, I don't want it to be Atlanta. It's going to bring back PTSD.
Too many bad memories.
Yeah, don't make us play the Falcons on a Thursday. I think they're 0-4 against the Falcons on Thursday night. Like, can we avoid that, please? That'd be nice. I'm trying to think of what else could be a primetime game. I don't think LA will be because, last time the Rams and the Bucs played on primetime, it was ugly. The Rams blew them out. So I don't think they'll put it on primetime. I know Chris Mathis was kind of hoping the Chargers game would be in primetime. I'm good on that.
Yeah, you are right, Nick. The Falcons are 4-0 against the Bucs on Thursday Night Football since 2014.
You got both LA teams coming to Raymond James Stadium. Like, I like those to be 1 o'clock games. Make those guys play on their time, 10 a.m. body time. I don't want it to be in prime time. To me, that's just an advantage to the LA teams. I'm trying to think of who else could be. Baltimore? Detroit was a primetime game last year. I could see one more primetime game, but that's about it. I can't see more than 4. I feel like the number's going to be down this year because I think the narrative around this team, hell, even locally, I think the narrative around this team is they're not going to be very good. And I still think when you have an offensive line like they have, you're capable of doing a lot of good stuff. I think they'll be better. I'm not saying they're going to be one of the, best top 3 teams in the NFC, but I expect them to be better than what I think most people think. When you have the ability to run the ball, and I think you upgraded your backfield in the offseason, the offensive line has to be better. I mean, can they really be worse? I think they'll be better. They just got to stay healthy. I say just gotta. But, I mean, you could say that for any team. But as long as they do stay healthy, and I expect them to, then they'll be just fine. But that's the most important unit is the offensive line on this team. Their success is going to live and die with the O-line. And luckily, I think when fully healthy, they got a top 5 O-line.
Hey, we got another one.
We got another game?
Well, not the Buccaneers, but
okay.
Week 15, Sunday Night Football, Lions at Vikings.
Oh, see, I hate staying up late. So now we got like 36%. So pretty much Monday Night Football, by the way, we pretty much have all the primetime games, like over half of the primetime games are out. Thursday night we know is going to be the Australia game. And then you have Detroit and Buffalo, Tampa Bay and Dallas. I'm not going to lie, some decent games here on Thursday night. In fact, all the games they've announced so far on Thursday night are pretty good. Detroit and Buffalo, that's going to be a good one. That's that's going to be the opener for the Buffalo Bills in their new stadium. We know in Week 5, Tampa Bay is going to go to Dallas on a Thursday night. New England and Chicago, another good one. Washington and the Giants, I guess it could be. There's potential to be good there. Indy and Houston, potential to be good there. I don't know what Houston or what Indianapolis is going to be like this year. But Week 13, Kansas City against the Rams, that's awesome. Minnesota, New England, Houston, Philly, great matchup. Baltimore, Cincinnati, great matchup. That's a really solid. Amazon must have been like, yo, we got to step it up, NFL. Can you take care of us here? We're paying you $11 billion. Peter Herbstreit wants to see good games on Thursday night. But usually the matchups aren't what cause these to be bad games. It's usually just the lack of rest. What I do want to talk about coming up next is the holiday games. This might be the best Thanksgiving slate of games we've ever had in our lifetime. The NFL has done a really good job with the holidays. And by the way, we thought earlier the Buccaneers, there was rumors they were going to play on Christmas. That is not going to happen. They are 100% not going to play on Christmas because I believe they've already slated Denver. We have 2 of the 3 games, and I believe Denver is going to be hosting the other one. And the Bucs don't play Denver, so we should be good there. More on the NFL schedule coming up next. It is the Nick Wise Show.